Have you ever imagined learning English while you sleep? Yes, it sounds almost magical, but it is absolutely possible. Welcome to the Daily English Podcast, your safe place to practice English slowly, step by step, with motivation and calm. I am David, and today we are going to start something special. A journey where your mind keeps learning even when your body rests. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this podcast. By doing so, you support this project and make sure you never miss the next episodes. Also, if you stay until the end, I will tell you how to get the PDF of today's podcast and how to join our free community of English learners. Together, learning becomes much easier and more motivating. Now, let's talk about the idea of learning while you sleep. Your brain is an incredible machine. When you rest, your brain is not off. In fact, it keeps working. It organizes information, stores memories, and builds connections. That is why listening to English before or during sleep can help your brain keep these words, sentences, and sounds inside your memory. It is like planting little seeds that will grow stronger each day. This method is not about working harder, but about working smarter. Imagine lying in your bed, closing your eyes, and letting English words flow naturally into your ears. You don't have to concentrate too much. You just listen, relax, and let your subconscious mind do the work. Slowly, you start to recognize common phrases, natural rhythm, and the music of English. Learning English while sleeping is not magic, of course. You will not wake up fluent in one night. But it is a powerful support tool. Combined with daily practice when you are awake, shadowing, and repetition, it makes your brain familiar with English faster. Think of it like a friend whispering English words to you every night. Day after day, your ear becomes sharper, your memory stronger, and your confidence higher. So, tonight and every night, let English be part of your sleep. In this podcast, we will give you sentences, expressions, and affirmations to listen to while you rest. You will repeat after me if you are awake, or just let the words play if you are falling asleep. Both ways you are training your brain. Are you ready? Let's begin this relaxing journey together. Learning English while you sleep may sound unusual at first, but when we look at how the brain works, it becomes a very logical and effective practice. Our brain is not only active during the day. Even while we are resting, it continues to process, organize, and reinforce the information that we received earlier. This is one of the reasons why people often say that sleeping well helps you remember better. The brain takes the pieces of knowledge we collect during the day and puts them in the right place. Now imagine combining this natural process with English listening. Instead of just storing what you studied in the day, your brain will also hear new sounds, new words, and new rhythm patterns during the night. These sounds will not disappear. They will be softly repeated in your subconscious, helping your mind become familiar with English. This is called passive learning, and it is very powerful because it removes pressure and stress. You don't have to try hard. You simply let the sounds play in the background. In this podcast, the listening experience is very slow and clear. This is important because when you are in a relaxed state, your brain pays attention to rhythm, tone, and melody. English is not only about vocabulary and grammar, it is about the music of the language. By listening at night, you are training your ear to recognize this music. Later, when you are awake, it will be easier to repeat and use the same rhythm. Another reason why learning while sleeping helps is repetition. Repetition is the golden rule of language learning. The more you hear something, the more natural it becomes. At night, you can have hours of repeated exposure without feeling tired. During the day, if you repeat the same phrase 10 times, you may feel bored. But at night, your subconscious does not get bored. It simply accepts the repetition, stores it, and strengthens the connection. Some learners worry and ask, "What if I don't understand every word?" That is not a problem at all. The goal of sleep listening is not to translate or analyze. The goal is exposure. Even if you understand only half of the words, your brain is still learning the sound patterns, the stress of the words, and the natural speed. This prepares you for real-life conversations, where people speak quickly and naturally. Also, there is a motivational benefit. When you wake up and realize that you listened to English for several hours during the night, you feel proud. You feel that you used your time wisely. This motivation pushes you to continue during the day. It becomes a cycle. Listen at night, practice in the morning, and repeat again. Slowly but surely, you will notice that English sounds more familiar, and you will feel more comfortable speaking. So, part 1 is all about understanding the science and the value of listening while you sleep. It is not magic, but it is a smart way to make English part of your life, every single day, even when you rest. Now that you understand the value of learning English while you sleep, let us focus on the practical steps you can follow. The method is simple, but to get results, you need to create a system and use it consistently. The first step is to choose the right material. Do not listen to complicated or very fast English. If the material is too advanced, your brain will reject it or simply ignore it. The best material for sleep learning is slow, clear, and repetitive audio. For beginners, podcasts like this one, slow dialogues, or short stories are perfect. For more advanced learners, you can add simple audiobooks, English songs with soft lyrics, or daily news in easy English. The second step is to create the right environment. When you go to bed, make sure your room is quiet and comfortable. Use headphones only if they are soft and safe to sleep with. Otherwise, it is better to use a small speaker next to your bed at low volume. The sound should be calm, not disturbing. Remember, the goal is to relax and allow the words to flow naturally into your subconscious. Third, use timing wisely. Many learners think they must listen all night, but for most people, 2 to 3 hours is enough. You can use the repeat or playlist function on your device. Play 1 or 2 podcasts several times. This way, your brain hears the same content again and again, which is much better than listening to 10 different topics. Consistency and repetition beat variety during sleep learning. Fourth, combine sleep listening with daytime practice. Listening while you sleep prepares your brain, but you must still practice while awake. In the morning, you can do shadowing exercises with the same material. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time, repeating exactly what you hear. Because your brain already heard the audio during the night, shadowing becomes easier and more natural. This is the real power of combining sleep learning with active learning. Fifth, be patient and track your progress. You may not feel big changes in the first week, but after 2 or 3 weeks, you will notice that some phrases feel familiar. You may remember expressions without trying. This is the subconscious working in your favor. Keep a small journal to write down new words or phrases you notice. This way, you will see your progress and stay motivated. Finally, use this method as part of a larger routine. Sleep listening is not the only tool, but it is a powerful one when added to daily reading, speaking, and writing. Think of it as a bonus. While others are sleeping and not learning, you are still feeding your brain with English. To summarize, the formula is simple. Choose easy material, prepare your environment, use repetition, combine with shadowing, and be patient. If you follow these steps every day for 1 month, you will see a clear difference in your listening, pronunciation, and confidence. English will no longer sound strange. It will sound natural, like a language you have known for a long time. As we come to the end of this episode of the Daily English Podcast, I want you to take a moment and reflect. Learning English while sleeping is not magic. It is science, consistency, and motivation combined. We explored how your brain continues to work even when your body rests. We saw that by listening to slow and clear English during sleep, you are training your subconscious to recognize sounds, rhythms, and expressions. This makes English more natural for you in the long term. Remember, small actions done every day create big results. If you listen to English every night, even for just 2 or 3 hours, you are giving your brain hundreds of hours of extra exposure each month. Over time, this adds up and makes you feel more confident, more fluent, and more connected to the language. You are not only learning when you study in the morning, you are also learning passively while you dream. But the real transformation happens when you combine sleep listening with active practice. When you wake up, take a few minutes to practice shadowing the same material. Repeat what you hear, copy the rhythm, copy the tone, and let English flow through you. This simple habit will multiply the results of your nighttime listening. It will help you move from understanding words to speaking fluently. I want to remind you that language learning is a journey. There is no shortcut, but there are smart strategies like this one that can save you time and make the process more enjoyable. Instead of feeling stressed, you can relax, press play, and let English accompany you during the night. Now, my friend, if you enjoyed this episode, here is what I ask from you. First, like this video so more learners can discover it. Second, share it with 3 friends who are also learning English because together, learning becomes easier. Third, subscribe to Daily English Podcast so you do not miss any of the next episodes of our 30-day journey. And finally, leave a comment below saying, I want the PDF. I will send you a free PDF of this podcast so you can read, practice, and repeat the sentences anytime. You are not alone on this journey. We are building a community of motivated learners who use smart methods to grow. Step by step, night by night, you are becoming more fluent, more confident, and closer to your English goals. So let's keep learning, keep listening, and keep growing together.